Hey everybody, this is the last of in GameCube. Welcome back to more Okami. In the last episode, we completed all the side quests that we needed to, and in this episode, we're going to advance further in the story, but not before we take a look at what we have down here. Because once you defeat Oni Island, look at these, and Isun's like, oh man, these old bones are all that's left of the real Busty Babe. Poor thing, left out here to die like all this time. May she rest in peace. Oh, she's not resting in peace. Rao is based off of a character in mythology. I forgot her name in mythology, but her story goes as follows. She accidentally ate mermaid meat and gained immortality. For the first 100 years of her life, she could not figure out what to do with immortality, and after all the people of her generation died, she became a nun for the next 1,000 years after that. And once she got tired of living a life, she ended up going to a cave where she would live out the rest of her days and hopefully die of starvation. And I doubt that worked. So that's basically it. So now we're going to be going to Shinshu Field to continue on with the story. And as you can see, the storm is still here. Now, this is actually my second take of this. I'll tell you what happened in the first take when we get up to that point. But let's just say that we got into a big boo-boo glitch, I guess you could say. Well, I guess I could say, rather. I don't know about you. I'll tell you what happened a little bit later. And Nightfalls appeared. Appeared. Oh well. Anyways, I noticed that on my last take, in the first take, I didn't get this cherry bomb, nor did I get the exorcism slip S inside of it, but that doesn't matter, because going up here, you find this cat statue, the first one you ever encounter in the game, and going up here, you get an area that is very cool. Well, and it has some really good treasures up here as well. Now, don't worry, there aren't any stray beads that you're going to find up here, but there are a bunch of enemies and animals that you can feed, and a bunch of really high quality treasures, including a treasure that we have yet to obtain for the first time. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that much godhood at all. I just feel like I really just want to keep the Blade of Kusanagi equipped because I really want to give it some screen time. Well, also, I would just like to point out that the Blade of Kusanagi in mythology looks nothing like the Blade of Kusanagi in this game. It actually looks more like one of the weapons in Skyrim. I don't remember what it was called because it's actually been a couple months since I played Skyrim, and I still have yet to beat the game. Go. I don't even care right now. Whee! And there we go. I just can't stop dash dancing. I guess my competitive spirit in Smash Brothers is finally reawakening after all these months. Anyway, yeah, I've been playing Project M with 3 guys 2 days ago, and we were just laughing so much we were having an excellent time playing the game. Ooh, hello. I didn't expect that to happen. Ah, damn it, I didn't get a demon thing. At the very least, I was able to counter him. Die! Die! Hooray! Oh well. Kind of hoping I would counter that blue whip. Anyways, back to Project M. I was playing Smash Project M with these 3 guys. Honestly, I kind of wish I recorded it, but I did not have enough space, nor did I have the mics to do that. Oh yeah, you can't break this. Okay. Oh well. Because I really wish I was able to record that because it was really hilarious what happened there. Well, I can't even explain it in detail. It was just so inexplicable I can't explain it. Well, one of the guys was just screaming like a girl throughout the whole time, and I couldn't stop laughing at that. Well, just seeing a bunch of guys screaming like a girl is just like, it's just so funny for me. I don't know why. I guess that's like the sociopath in me, but well, then again, how can I compare myself to a sociopath? Jeez. Oh my god, I know I have limited empathy due to Asperger's syndrome, but god. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, up here. You just get a clover that gives you 30 praise. I don't know why it gives you that much praise, but still, it's okay. He's going in this demon gate. We're gonna be finding a bunch of other enemies here. Power slash. Excuse me. Power slash. Power slash. Boop. Boop. Wind. Kaze. And we get another red imp and another blue imp. Where did that blue imp appear anyway? Boop. Boop. Kaze. There we go. Excellent. And we get to restore these bunnies. And I'm just gonna skip that. And here we get to feed them. Oh. No, we get to just grind them up inside of a fireplace. Yeah, of course we're gonna feed them. Oh, wow, I just said something really gruesome without even trying to. Well, that's the first thing that came to my mind, and I don't even know why it went into something that gruesome, but jeez. And to think I compared myself to a sociopath minutes before that happened. Jeez. Oh my god, I can be really gruesome without even trying to sometimes. And that honestly can kind of scare me sometimes, and I don't even scare easy. Die, dead fish. This is probably like the only part of the game where I'm actually able to kill a dead fish legitimately. Well, floor finish a dead fish. Excuse me. Get down to earth. Fuck, I hit him one time too late. There we go. Now, you probably won't end up getting that much from this area, but I recommend fighting every enemy that you can find in here because you're gonna need a ton of money. And I can't believe I just skipped that cutscene. Anyways, what Isun said, if I did not skip that cutscene, what Isun would have said is that that area is one of the many structures in this area that were built by an unknown people at an unknown time. That things like that were crawling around Nippon. That's a reference to mythology to something in mythology that I mentioned earlier. Like, basically what he's referencing is like the ancient civilization that in ancient Japan that had ancient structures built all over Japan that had like technology or something like that. That's basically the same thing that Gen mentioned when we were getting the upgrade to lightning. I'm gonna re-equip the Blade of Kusanagi. Anyways, now this is what happened. Good, I drew the movement time. Anyways, here's what happened in my last take. In my last take, what happened was that when the battle ended, I skipped the cutscene, and some reason it glitched out so that ow. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, these animals bloomed here in this take. In my last take, for some reason, I skipped the cutscene of the ending battle animation, and these guys did not come back to life. Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but it did. So that's what ended here, and that's why I had to end this off. And off the last take. And not wanting to as well. And I didn't even want to do that as well. So I'm going to draw another thing in the sky. We're basically 2/3 of the way through the game, so yeah. I'm gonna bloom this clover. I believe this also gives 30 praise, or 10. It does give 30 praise, okay. Now there are a couple of treasure chests that you'll find around here that give off some damn good loot. I don't know why they have this stump up here. It doesn't really do anything. Oh yeah, it doesn't really do that much of anything. Anyways, this first chest over here will contain a crystal, I believe. Indeed it does. But there's one more treasure we still need to get. Right over here. This is something that we have not obtained. This is a type of treasure that we haven't obtained yet. This contains a white porcelain pot. This is worth 15,000 yen. That there's only 2 more treasures that we have yet to obtain for the first time. Now over here, like Waka said, a shocking zap. How is that fire? A shocking zap. And it opens. This is an observatory. And a lot of people would probably debate on whether that looks like an observatory instead of a shrine. It's an observatory. Trust me. Now we've opened it up. And we can go through it. Through here. Now that we've collected everything that we needed to collect over here, we can enter this place. You know where this hole leads to? You know, there's a foul smoke rising from Ninetales which flew off to the northern lands. That's what's waiting for us on the other side of the tunnel. What's that creepy? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Yeah. Isun, you're not the only one. Anyways, going through here, it doesn't look like anything's going to happen yet. But once you pass through that portal... Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, there are only 2 things. Yeah, I don't know why they had like 2 different paths for this. I like how that has the same music as the Nirvana hole. But going through here... Kamui. My favorite area of the game. Is it cold here or what? How could anywhere be just so darn cold? I know Kamui is the northernmost part of Poland, but come on! I don't remember it ever snowing this hard before. Listen, Ami, I'm gonna hunker in your fur for a bit. Try to find some shelter for a nasty blizzard, okay? Before I do that, though, we're gonna want to save. And now, over here, we have the introduction to a new enemy. These are called Namahage. I like how they're like... I like how these guys have tiki heads, and yet they're in the opposite region that you would find a tiki. Anyways, yeah, these guys are pretty intense. Now, their floral finisher is wind. They're basically like imps, only a lot stronger than imps and guardians. You know how imps were the minions of Orochi and the guardians were the imps. Guardians were the minions of Ninetales. Well, these guys are the imps of the monster that are taking over this area. Now, yeah. Now, these guys are actually really tough. They have a lot of HP, so you're going to have to be careful with these guys. I don't know why I like that sound a lot. Now, I'm going to equip 7 Strike. Because I really just want to do some damage to these guys. Reload! Yeah, you can hit him with a counter, but I personally don't like to do that. Hey, I forgot that the red ones give you 2. Haha! 7,000 yen. Now, if you look at the map, you can't go through there. At least not yet. And the rest of this area is a cursed zone. Going in here, though, this is where you need to go for the next part of the story. Fire! Fire! Guess we're not gonna freeze to death after all. What's your problem, Ami? I'm allowed to relax in front of the fire, ain't I? Yikes! You? I love how they just circle each other. You see that, Ami? I'm not talking about that silly mask. I mean his sword. That puppy's a bona fide masterpiece. Oh, I didn't realize he had a jar. Oh, wow, I actually got 1,000 yen. Going outside. Looks like he means business. Okay, this is our next boss fight, obviously. Anyways, meet Oki. This guy is no pushover. In fact, he's actually pretty challenging, but he has a really kick-ass weakness that I'm going to exploit. Aside from Veiled Mist, he has a fighting style all on his own. His fighting style is somewhat similar to Evil Rao, but he's only a lot more powerful, and he has a tremendous weakness to exorcism slips. Alright, I forgot. Okay, I'm actually going to be using multiple exorcism slips in this fight. Anyways, he actually has two phases. This first phase, that is complete, is a human, and the second phase is a beast. Wow, the audio and visuals were really out of sync. I guess the Veil of Mist has to deal with that. Anyways, his beast form is basically the same fighting style as the Canine Warrior. So, he also has the same weakness in this form. Exorcism slips. And once he gets down to enough HP, he will... Oh, wow. He will spout out minions of his... He will spawn minions of his own. Like... Let's see if I can get him to do that. Yeah, there we go. Minions of his own, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to fight him because we finished him off. Oh, by the way, I love this guy's voice. I love his song too. It's my 13th favorite song in the game. What name do you go by? This here is Amaterasu, the great savior of Nippon. But enough about that. Why do you have to go attack us? And what are you doing with that sword in the first place? Oh, I see you have a punkle with you. Wait, is that Isun? I haven't seen you around in ages. Must be nice to be able to roam Nippon on the back of a wolf, huh? I heard you got tired of painting and ran from this land in disgust about a year ago. So why did you come back? Did you have second thoughts? Why, you... I don't know who you two think you are, but you're nothing like the legendary Shiranui and the pint-sized warrior. Bah! Put a cork in it, will ya? Why didn't you start by telling us why you have that sword? The sword? I have this sword because the time to wield it has come. What? As you well know, Kamui is a harsh land covered in snow and ice. And the monsters that infest the region only make our life worse. Yet we, the Owina tribe, have managed to survive to this day. It is because the sacred Ezofuji mountains have watched over us. However, our mothers and protectors, our most sacred of mountains, have been taken over by those demons. Yes, I speak of the twin demons, Lechku and Nechku. They had been imprisoned at the twin summits of Ezofuji, but they suddenly broke free one day and began their deadly assault upon the land of Kamui. The snowstorms grew more intense, transforming Kamui into a frozen wasteland. Those demons are back? Many of our tribe have been killed by their relentless attacks. It was as if they roamed our land in search of something. But they mercilessly slaughtered all the Owina they came across. The good earth is losing its power and its soul. Without these gifts of the gods, Kamui will become uninhabitable. I must slay those wretched demons now before it is too late. What about the villagers? They should be battling the cold that blasts down from Ezofuji. After all, our village lies at their base. It is only a matter of time before Kamui becomes an icy tomb. An icy tomb? Then what are you doing out here with that sword? That guardian sword? Why did you bring it out of the village? Did I not say the time to wield the sword has come? You've heard of the prophecy of salvation, have you? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the ways of the heavens when Kutone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. The sword's gonna start glowing? Yes, but Kutone will not wake until it has tasted more monster blood. So I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be. Until Kutone lights our way to victory. Like there was any doubt I got perfect on that. Anyways, talk to him again. It appears the blizzard has lightened a bit. I know not when the demons will launch another terrible blizzard, but now would be your best chance to flee from the village. I can't believe the chief let you take that sword. I mean, he tanned my hide once for just touching the darn thing. And he basically just says the exact same thing he said before at that point. So, going over here, we find Yoichi. Let's talk to him. See you again, Poochie. Hey, aren't you? I knew it. You're that Master Bowman, the apple guy. We're going all the way out here in this nasty blizzard. Well, you see, I'm guessing that his home is here. I've come to realize something since settling off my travels. With my bow, it seems to bring about misfortune. So I decided to go far away where I couldn't cause any trouble. And what do you know, I ended up all the way up here in the north. Anyway, Poochie, why not have a bite to eat and relax? He gives us another apple, so... Anyways, now we have to... set his arrows on lightning. What the? Now my arrows bring on thunder? This can't be a coincidence. Doesn't seem like a curse either. This must be fate. This has to be a sign from the gods. It's my destiny to live and die with my arrows. All this time I've been saying I wanted to do big things, but I was really just traveling so that I could find an easy life. Now I see there's no such thing as an easy path. Not when you devote yourself to mastering one thing. The gods have shown me my true path, the path of archery. So what are you gonna do now? The time's come for me to stop being so whimsical. My real journey starts here and now. We must have some kind of strange link between us. It's only when you two are around that the gods show their hand. I'll never forget both of you. If we ever meet again, let's share a few apples together. Farewell, my friends. The apple guy's gone. The apple guy! You're sure fired up, even more than usual. Maybe he's finally found his reason to live. If only all of us can do that. Well, I found my reason to live. And this is the final guardian sapling we need to bloom. Welcome to Kamui. Now, starting off here, we have a lot of stuff open to us right now, from now. But, oh wow, whoa, I'm sorry I hit you, sheep. But right now, I think we're going to end this video off here. So next time on Okami, we're going to begin exploring Kamui. And I will see you guys then.